My name is Gino Rivera, the Frank Sinatra of the Spanish Mafia, the Puerto Rican Pitbull, the Latino Al Pacino. And you're now watching Championship on the Line podcast with Rich and Alex. Why? Because I told you so. Slah.
Okay, so we're back here with part two. No, yeah, that's awesome that you worked with them
And also, like, you were with also, like, you walked out with Goldberg. Like, that was pretty cool. Like, what was he like, and what was that whole experience?
I got in trouble that show. So I just remember, like, not expecting to do anything. I was like, oh, we're just going to sit catering. It's going to, whatever, just be another day. And sure enough, they're like, all right, Goldberg's here. We're going to need some security guards. And I was like, security? Here I come. You know what I mean? Whatever. And the way they want us to do it is, like, to make Goldberg look bigger than he is. They have all the tall guys in behind, and then they have the little guys, which, hey, I'm small. They're like, you, stand in front. And I was like, yeah, And I remember just seeing Goldberg walking up, and he was really nice. He shook our hands. He's like, hey, how's everybody doing? This is how we're going to do it. Make sure you don't walk too fast, and make sure you don't walk too slow. But if you're walking, too slow, I'm going to trample you. I'm just going to move you. And I was like, you got it, sir. Whatever. And I remember, like, being in front of his door when they're on SmackDown, and you guys can see it. It's, oh gosh, it's such an embarrassment for me because I know not to do this. I work TV, and the camera was, like, glancing at Goldberg's locker room, and here I am standing outside of his locker room, and I'm looking directly into the camera, like, literally my eyes are looking at you, like, hi, I'm on TV. You know what I mean? And as soon as, like, the commercial went, they're like, I guess the guy that was holding the camera was like, dude, I just got yelled at. Please don't ever look into the camera like that ever again. And I was like, whoa. I looked at the camera, and they're like, you looked directly into the hearts of the soul. You looked into the windows of the soul of Vince McMahon. Like, don't ever look at the TV or the camera ever again. It's not here. And I'm like, I don't think I did. And they're like, you did. Don't do it again. And I was like, sorry. So they're like, down because he's coming out now. They're like 5, 4, 3, 2, and all of a sudden I'm like, I don't even look at the camera, dude. And they're like, let's walk. So we're walking, and I'm like really trying to keep up, and I feel Goldberg, like, just right behind me, like his hand actually hit my back, and I'm like, oh, I guess meaning he's saying go faster. So I'm walking faster, and you could see me, and I'm just, like, not even looking at the camera because I'm so mad. I'm like, I can't believe I did that. I can't believe I got in trouble. I'm never coming back. Damn, but I'm like, this is so cool. I'm working Goldberg out, and you can hear the music, and I was like, this is like, I'm a kid again, man. Like, I grew up watching. Now he's behind me. He's following me. He's a Gino follower. I'm just kidding. You know what I mean? Like, I'm walking into the ring or to the entrance, and then we split, and he goes, and pyro, and he goes, whatever. Cool. And I was just like, I was just really down about that night because I was like, I will never be back at the WWE again. I messed up so bad. Just by the windows or the soul of Vince McMahon watching the monitor. Ooh, look at that goddamn camera. Get him up, yeah. Right? That's what I was hearing in my head. My head for the rest of the night, I grabbed my little chicken plate, I ran to the locker room, and I sat down, and I watched the show. So, but it was great, man. Goldberg was a class act. He's so nice. And it was another dream come true.
That's cool, man. Like, especially then, like, a month later, you worked with Gilbert.
I'll be right.
That's so crazy. And then, like, how was Gilbert like?
Gilbert, oh gosh, another guy. I feel like it's such a fan talking about this, but again, I am a fan, right?
Yeah.
I love wrestling. We love wrestling. That's why we're in this business. From fans' perspective to podcasters to wrestlers, we're all fans. There's nothing wrong with being a fan, guys. Anyway. So I got the call to be in Baltimore, and they're like, hey, we'll book ya. Gilbert wants to wrestle ya. And I was like, who's this? And oh, this is James Ellsworth. And I was like, okay. He goes, well, we'll book you out here. And then I get there, and all of a sudden they change the card. They're like, hey, I'm going to wrestle Gilbert. You're going to wrestle some James Ellsworth. And I was like, no, I wanted to wrestle Gilbert. Why? So I get another call after that one show, and they're like, you get to wrestle Gilbert in February. And I was like, okay. Sounds good, whatever. And I wrestled Gilbert. I was hurt. I was on the outs with CLW. We had a big dispute, and I was like, I'm leaving. And rather, this title comes off me or not, I'm leaving. So you need to take this title off. I don't care who beats me, whatever. Yeah, I'm walking out of this company today. I'm getting on a flight and I'll never come back. And sure enough, I was just in dispute with the company over a lot of things, money, direction, everything. And they were trying to cheer me up by okay, we'll put you with Gilbert, and he'll beat you. And I was like, oh gosh, I love that. But in my mind, I wasn't ready for that. I was just like, gosh, you guys took the life out of me, and this is a big thing that's going to happen. I'm wrestling Gilbert, and right now I'm just not in the mood. So every time I saw Gilbert, he knew I was in all these disputes with them, CLW, and he would crack a joke on me. He'd always do something to make me laugh, and I was just like, stop, dude. I don't want to laugh right now. Stop it, And he's just like, he just kept coming, grabbing my neck, grabbing my shoulder. He's like, lighten up, kid. Come on. You're wrestling me tonight. It'll be a cakewalk. You'll kick my butt, and you'll go on and do your thing, but have fun, smile. And I was like, oh gosh, leave me alone, old man. And sure enough, we get in the match, and he beats me. He hits me with a spear, and he hits me with a jackhammer, and I was just like watching Gilbert in the WWF in the 90s. It was just so much fun. I popped myself, and Gilbert is just such a class act. He's so nice. One of the best vets I've been around who wasn't a jerk, you know what I mean? And he just wanted to have fun. He just wanted to wrestle. And as you guys know, he has a GoFundMe. If you guys can donate $1, a penny, anything, to help him pay for his medical bills, guys, Gilbert deserves it. He loves his fans. He loves the opponents. He takes care of the company. He's such an easygoing guy. Literally will stop and talk to you about anything for hours because, it's Gilbert. Dwayne Gill is a great guy. He had a heart attack, which he's unable to wrestle anymore. And I had his second to last match ever. So if you guys could help him out, just look it up on GoFundMe, Dwayne Gill, Goldberg. Donate $1, a penny, anything. That would help. He's a really good guy. He deserves it.
No, we'll do. Yeah, for everyone else listening, please, check that out. Guys like that, put their body on the lines for so many years just for entertainment, So, doesn't take much anything out there, $1, $5, go ahead. But going back, yes.
It could be 2 pennies. It could be 10 cents. Anything helps, man. A lot of people get crazy when they ask for stuff. They want, give me $100, give me $1,000, buy $100 worth of merch. Guys, if you guys got 5 cents on the ground, put it to your debit card, link your debit card, and add that 5 cents to his GoFundMe. I promise you, let him know that you donated to him, and I guarantee you he'll make it worth it. You know what I mean? What's 8x10 for 5 cents? You know what I mean? Something that is grateful like that. He'll do stuff like that. He'll bite a $20 charge to send an 8x10 to your house for donating to him. You know what I mean? When he was in need, when he gets better. I know that's the type of guy Dwayne Gilbert is. So, just have a good heart because he loves his fans.
Oh yeah, no, we'll do. We're gonna actually share that on our Instagram account, so everyone could take a look at that.
But with everything you've done, because you've pretty much done everything. This with Diddy, and then also your stuff with Championship Wrestling from Hollywood. For you, for right now, what are you?
Because I love that guy. I believe I can do the same thing. And I see a lot of my friends, Scorpio Sky, Jungle Boy. Peter Avalon, you know what I mean? A lot of my friends on AEW, and I want to see them flourish, and I need to be there too. I also worked for AEW in Colorado in March of 2020 before the pandemic. I was part of the Dark Order in a mask in the crowd, and they hyped us up, and they didn't even put us on TV. Me and Austin Gunn, Billy Gunn's son, we sat in the crowd, and we just were like, when's our TV time? When's our faces going to get on screen? And nothing happened. So we were bummed, but we had fun. I mean, Austin's a great guy. Anyway, my goal, look, man, I know everybody's jumping on the bandwagon and wanting to go to AEW. That's great. I would love to be there too. But if you look in my office right now, it's like a 5-year-old room for WWF. Love seeing them succeed and dream, and it still is. I've worked there. I've got a bunch of checks hanging on my wall from the WWE. That's to inspire me, to let me, to keep pushing me when I want to give up and go, do you want one of those every single week? Yes. Then let's get the ball moving. Hustle. What are you doing in this room watching wrestling? You're either going to talk about it or you're going to make it happen. So that's one of the goals. And I'm going to set this goal for myself in 2021. I'm going to try and get signed by the WWE. That is my goal. You know, as far as my dream matches, no one really in the WWE right now. I mean, because like I know everybody. Either I've wrestled them or I don't want to wrestle them, but I will. But I like the old school guys. All the guys are gone that I want to wrestle. You know, like Sting and Undertaker, Hulk Hogan, stuff like that. Guys like that I want to wrestle. You know, but that can't happen, unfortunately. But, like, I don't really care to wrestle AJ Styles, and I don't really care to wrestle anybody else like that. I'm looking at, you know, I don't want to wrestle like Finn Balor, but I know it'll happen. But for me, I'm looking at guys like Chris Benoit, you know what I mean? I'm looking at just Chris Candido and just different types of wrestlers, you know, that I want to go back, and I wish I can wrestle them, but I can't. But if I do make it anywhere, I'm going to say it's the WWE. Like, that is my dream. That is my final destination. Guys, I've had a little taste working on 205 Live, doing backstage extras, working with Gilbert, No Way Jose, Tony Nese. I've done all that stuff. But you know what? That's nothing. That doesn't mean anything to me. That's just like giving somebody who's in dire thirst a drip of water in their tongue, and they need the whole water bottle. I'm thirsty, right? You can't just do that to me. You got to give me everything. So that's what WWE's doing to me. They're giving me a little drop on the tongue. I need the whole water bottle, Dasani preferably. But I really want to be there, and I'll do anything in my power to make that happen. Guys, I've stayed away from drugs. I don't drink. I don't smoke. I've never had an energy drink in my life. I've never had coffee. I've never had a drag of a cigarette. I barely take pills. I don't do, you know, if I get a headache, I just muscle it out. I've stayed clean. I have a clean background. I have a great credit score, dude. I worked 3 jobs, including my school. Like, I've done everything right to get to the WWE so that when it's time, I can pass with flying colors. There will be no excuses of, well, he did this, or, well, he comes from, no, I've got no excuse. It's either you like what you see, sign me now, and let's get it through, or I wasn't meant to do it. And I don't believe in that. I believe in putting out good vibes, and what you say and put out into the universe comes back to you. So I love saying that I will get signed to the WWE. I will. And I mean what I say, and I say what I mean.
No, that's great. You know, really, Alex and I, you know, hope to see you there and follow your journey, you know, to getting to that goal. But one thing I wanted to get back to, you know, you did all these appearances for WWE. How's the etiquette? You know, if you look back in the days, you know, you had to go in the locker room and shake everyone's hands and wear a suit. Is it still like that?
Yes. It's like that pretty much in WWE and NXT. When I went to AEW, it wasn't like that. It was like, yeah, you wear a suit, that's cool, but like the difference is like I could dress with Kenny Omega right next to me, which I did in AEW. But I've never seen The Undertaker backstage, and I've worked for the WWE every year since 2014 through 2020. I saw Omega, who I wasn't even expecting, and he's like, dress in here. We don't have no closets. What do you mean? And in WWE, I've never seen The Undertaker one time since working there, and he's my idol. I've met him outside, but I will never dress in the locker rooms with them. That's just the way it is. Like in WWE, you dress in a closet, in a backstage room, in a computer room, in a hallway, in a bathroom, which I've done all of it. I remember seeing Enzo Amore change with us when he had heat. You know what I mean, for being stupid with Roman Reigns. He dressed in the same bathroom that I was in the bathroom in. You know, hey guys, you mind if I change here? Yeah, go back. Why are you in here? And then you read online and you go, oh, that's why you're in here with us. Okay, welcome to the club. You know, so we were in the same stinky bathrooms as Enzo Amore. Shout out to you, Enzo. Don't act like nobody saw you. We were there. So basically, WWE, they put us in a closet. They put us in a hallway, put a little sheet or a curtain. And in AEW, they say, hey, find a spot. Oh, you're next to Omega? Hey, who cares? Hey, whatever, you know. It's super laid back. WWE, you wear a suit. You know, you must present yourself like a businessman at all times. In AEW, you wear in a suit. They're like, okay, cool, nice suit, kid. Put on some shorts. What? Put on some shorts and a shirt. Oh, okay, cool, whatever. Super laid back, so different. WWE, you're walking on eggshells. Like, you cannot go in specific certain places. There was times that I was looking for the bathroom and I found myself next to Vince McMahon's office, and I was just like, I read that sign and I'm like, yeah, I'm in the wrong area and I don't feel like getting kicked out of this building. So where's the bathroom? You know what I mean? So, and there's been times where I walk by Tony Khan and Tony Khan's like, hey kid, and touches my shoulder. And I'm like, oh, billionaire just touched my shoulder. I wonder if he left a 10 under my armpit. I don't know, or 100. It's different. I've never even met or seen Vince McMahon backstage ever that I worked there. And Tony Khan, I worked there. That's how etiquette is. You stay out of the way in WWE. Like, you don't get in anybody's way, or dude, you're out of there. You're banned. You're in trouble. You don't take pictures. You don't talk on your phone. You literally are being watched. There's cameras everywhere. You cannot mess up there. You know what I mean? There's one time I was walking in an area with Steve Payne, which is a funny story. Steve Payne's like, hey, let's go walk around. And I was like, I don't think that's a good idea. Steve Payne's like, no, it's fine. Let's go walk around. So I'm following him like an idiot, and we walk into Ron Killing's R-Truth, and he goes, y'all supposed to be in here. And we're like, where's the bathroom? And he's like, oh, okay. It's right over there, man. And so we walk away, and I was like, bro, we got to go back, bro. Like, we're going to a part of a building that we're not even supposed to be in. Let's go back, Steve Payne. He's like, oh, don't be scared, bro. We walk out, and it's the crowd, and we're like, okay, yeah, we're they're freaking, they drag everybody for security who runs in the ring. Like, I'm going back, so I go back to catering. William Regal was sitting down at a round table. He was like, sorry, guys, no tryouts today, but you guys can ask me any question you like. So everybody's asking a question, and Steve Payne and I walk in, and we're like, crap, we're in trouble. They're like, gentlemen, nice of you to join us. Sit down, ask a question. I was like, where's the bathroom? You know what I mean? Like, I was just like trying to stay out of trouble, dude, but in AEW, there's just like, you can go anywhere. You can literally walk anywhere except in the ring and on the stage, because, that's just, you're not signed yet. You don't do that. But, if you want to go sit up there, go sit up there. You want to go walk around freely and mingle with your friends. Like, I got to talk to my buddy Scorpio Sky. I got to talk to Jungle Boy. One of my friends, Abaddon, got signed. I witnessed that. AEW is just so laid back compared to WWE, but that's fine and dandy. But my dream is still, I want to go to WWE.
Yeah, man, that's all. Yeah, that's cool. Like, from when Rich saw you in Cactus League, I think you will go to WWE. I really do believe that. I really do believe you're really one of the best wrestlers right now in the world, I believe, especially outside, outside WWE. But, when you look back in your career, which moment is your most proudest moment of your career so far?
I've got two, and they're both in lingo, and I talk about each one of them repetitively. That's a big word for a Latino. So I stole that from Conan. So basically, guys, of course, my 205 Live match is like, dude, like, I did it. I can say I worked for the WWE, but I don't want to lie on that. I don't want to rest on that. But there's also the time that I won my first championship, and it took me 10 years to do that. And I was held down. I've gone through politics. I've gone through wrestlers saying I wasn't ready. Wrestlers saying that I sucked, promoters saying I had a bad attitude, or I was this, I was that. I've just gone through everything you can imagine to basically sidetrack a title shot or ever winning a championship. And I remember I was close to, holding a championship for a major company called UEW in Los Angeles, and I got sidetracked by that, or I get injured. So it took me 10 years to finally win my first championship, and that was for Championship Wrestling from Arizona, and that was under David Marquez, who runs Championship Wrestling from Hollywood. And David Marquez is Puerto Rican. I'm Puerto Rican. David Marquez, pretty much half of my wrestling career, he's done so much for me. I love Dave Marquez. I'm a David Marquez guy. So Dave Marquez is just like, hey, I'm running Arizona out there. I need you, man. And I was like, what? And he's like, I need you. Like, I need you to hold that company down. You're going to be the guy. And I was like, are you serious? And he's just like, do you want the title? Do you or not? I was like, of course I want the champ. Hey, see you then. You're going to be my first champion. I was like, yes, sir. I hung up the phone and I was like, yes, whatever. And how we executed it was awesome. You know what I mean? I did a tournament. I beat up Manny Lemons, Peter Avalon, a couple of NWA guys. You know what I mean? Just pretty, really fun. EJ Sparks into whatever. And it's funny because Alberto Patron, ADR, was supposed to headline the show that night against Killer Cross, who is carrying Cross on NXT today, which is one of my friends, who has also kicked my butt on 3 different occasions. From Colorado to LA to Arizona, whatever. I don't know the cities. But they were supposed to headline the show, and ADR got into trouble. And I remember being on TV, and he sent us a video saying, oh, guys, I'll make it up to you. I can't be there. And sorry, blah, blah, blah. So Cross was pissed. You know what I mean? He was just sitting at the table. And I'm like, hey, hope you're doing okay. And he's just like, get away from me. And I was like, okay. So, Cross was just like pissed. And all of a sudden he had to wrestle EJ Sparks from Arizona. And he tore EJ a new ass. He basically dropped him on his head. Boom, 1, 2, 3, over, done. And here I come winning my title. And who better than to help me win my championship than Killer Cross, carrying Cross, right?
Mm-hmm.
He saw Manny Lemons for me, and here comes good old Gino Rivera, and boom, double stomp, dos, tres. That's 3 for you people that don't speak Spanish. 1, 2, 3, my first title, and I just remember saying, I told you so, which is like my big moniker. It's my big saying, my quote, whatever you want to say. Gino told you so. Because I told everybody that I was going to be a champion. I am a multiple-time champion in different states for more than 300 days, holding different types of titles, over a calendar year. I told everybody I was going to do that. I told everybody I was going to have a great life. I told everybody I was going to make it to the WWE. I told everybody I was going to wrestle for the WWE, work for Vince McMahon, and I did. Hence why you see the name Gino Told You So. You know what I mean? That's why I Told You So is not only inspirational, but it's subliminal. It's just... It's to everybody that has ever told me you can't, you won't, you will never, and that's why that title means a lot to me, So it's very, very tied neck and neck with the 205 Live versus my first, what I call, 10 years to a championship. You know what I mean? My first title versus 205 Live. I honestly can't pick, but they're both inspirational stories, and I love them both. Other than that, everything is a blur. You know what I mean? So I love those 2 stories. They inspired me to be better, inspired me to want, and keep going.
Yeah, man, that's awesome, man. Just once again, it's like an honor to hear like your story from when you started with Santino Brothers, and then changers from Arizona, and then WWE. So like, it's really cool to hear that, man, and the stories and everything. I just want to say, like, once again, man, like, thank you for being on the pod and just talking about like your wrestling journey, man. It really means a lot, so thank you again.
Yeah, man, my whole life is just to I was put on this world to inspire somebody. People always go, what's my meaning in life? Why am I here? I'm not a religious guy. My mom's a Christian, but we weren't raised on Christian morals, and like she didn't really put it on us. But I believe God, if there is one, which I do believe, there is somebody up there, I don't know, floating around this guy looking out for me. But I believe that, I just got a little emotional. I'm not going to do that here. I believe that I was put on this world, even if I don't make it, if I don't make it to the WWE, if I don't make it to AEW, New Japan, wherever, even if I don't make it, I was put on this world to inspire somebody to chase their dreams and actually go get it, rather than talk about it. I'm a stepping stone. I see myself as a stair, a ladder. You're going to climb me to get on top of that roof and push and put those Christmas lights on. You know what I mean? Like something like that. I honestly don't know if I'll make it. I'm in hopes to make it, but I know my meaning in life. And it's, like I said, I'm here to inspire. And that's also humbling and a good feeling too. Sad, but It's something that, you got to be honest as a wrestler. You got to be honest with yourself. And I'm very honest with myself. And I know I can do it, but there might be some setbacks. But if I never do it, I'm okay with that as well, because I was, by this podcast, whoever listens to this, by whoever sees me wrestle, or if they ever sit me down and, get into detail, because we haven't even hit the details, the surface of my story yet, but if they really see that, then they'll know, wow, like, Gino's not so much of a villain after all. He's really an inspirational person, so I love that. I've been living on cloud nine since 2008. Wrestling has given me so much in life, and I don't know if I'll ever be able to repay it. Wrestling is my longest relationship ever. You know what I mean? It's never dumped me. It's never left me. It's always been here. Maybe sad, maybe cry, maybe happy, maybe cheer, maybe scream, maybe angry. Hence when Undertaker got, his streak broken. But, wrestling is just everything I've wanted. And I just hope somebody out there can feel the same way I do and can relate to me. That's the ultimate, the best feeling in the world is somebody going, hey, Gino, that was such a great story, man. Thank you. I'm going to go out there and chase my dream. So I'll get tearjerker on you guys. So.
No, it's fine, man. We love it, and I do believe you do inspire people, especially even the listeners listening to this pod, even all the shows, you wrestled, especially there's kids probably looking up to you, saying, oh, I want to be a wrestler. So I do believe you do inspire a lot of people. You inspired us to even with this podcast, so, we
those kids don't look me in the eye because they're bigger than me too. So.
But before, we wrap up, is there anything you want to plug in with social medias, any bookings coming up?
Sure, man. So I let me get that out because I have a list of things. So just to I have to write everything down, guys, because there's I've been hitting the head with a few things. So so as for my social media, you guys, if you're looking to book Gino Rivera, you guys can find me on all social media platforms. You guys can email me at villymusic@yahoo.com, Gino_Rivera@yahoo.com. Find me on Twitter at Gino Told You So, Facebook Gino Told You So, Instagram Gino Told You So, Cameo Gino Told You So, Twitch Gino Told You So, TikTok I dance, not really, but you can also see me on YouTube. Just type in Gino Told You So, Puerto Rican wrestler. My merchandise, you can contact me. I've got a pro wrestling tee store, Off the Ropes Pro Wrestling School, which I run personally in Albuquerque, New Mexico. How bad do you want to be a wrestler? Come show me. Don't talk about it. And guys, I've got a few bookings coming up in January, which I'll be in. I think I'll be in LA sometime in the first 2 weeks of January for Crimson Crown Wrestling. It's a secret show. I'm doing a little taping there, and then I'll be in Arizona, Phoenix, Arizona on the 10th for a lucha show. I'll be in Las Vegas on the 16th of January, celebrating my 12th year on the 17th of January of 2021. I'll also be in Amarillo, Texas, January 23rd, wrestling the Bearded Lady in a dress match. I also will be in Lubbock, Texas on the 30th of January, and El Paso, Texas on the 31st. And I think we're good for the month of January. I'm very busy. I'll be everywhere. So you can find Gino Rivera and Gino Told You So on all platforms for more information. Guys, hit me up. I love talking to you. As you can see, talk too much.
No, man, we love it, man. And we thank you again. And we appreciate you taking the time for the pod. It really means a lot to us. And we thank you, man.
Yeah, no worries, man. I had so much fun. Thank you guys for letting me vent and tell my story. I know there's a part 1 and 2, but guys, there will be a part 12 if you guys let me talk too much. I got so much to say. It's so much to dig into, details and description. Feel free to call me and talk about it anytime, guys. I love being on this podcast. I feel free. I feel like I got something off my chest. So I hope you guys had fun.
Oh, no, we did, man. We love it, man. And we thank you so much. It's fun. We love this, and we definitely we want you back on the pod very soon. So yeah, we love it, man. And So once again, Gino Rivera on the pod, and we thank you very much, Gino, for stopping by in the Championship on the Line. And that's going to do it for us. And you can see everything with Lucha Talk. And we're on Apple Podcasts and Spreaker. And also on our Instagram with Championship on the Line. And that's going to do it. I'm Alex.
Hey guys, I'm Richard.
And that'll do it for us. See you in the next time.
Thank you.
Thank you guys.